Hey there folks, Pliskin by 51mm here, and tonight I figured I would do the video I've been meaning to do about this PMC Bronze 44 Magnum ammo for the Desert Eagle 44 Magnum. Got the Desert Eagle here, and I'm going to talk about the 1911 too, because a viewer asked me a question about the muzzle brake, and I'm going to try and help the best I can with that. But first, let's get the Desert Eagle out of the way. So, got the Deagle here. She's empty, as you can see. Put the mag back. Okay. Just figured I'd do that to let everybody know that it is indeed empty. But the ammo in question is this PMC Bronze 44 Magnum 240 grain TCSP ammunition, 44 Magnum ammunition. I got a bullet free here, and the T in the bullet stands for trunnicated. I thought it stood for total when I first got these out, but then when I got them out to the pond and opened them up, I noticed, oh, it's got kind of like a hollow point. And these really are interesting because these are soft point bullets, but the brass, or not brass, the copper is kind of molded around the top to make it kind of like a hollow point, kinda. But I was very impressed with this ammo, albeit I didn't group it on a target for accuracy. But what really impressed me was its pure penetration capability. This stuff, when I was hitting inanimate objects with it, was absolutely destroying it. These rounds are absolutely blowing whatever I was hitting up. And I had two types of ammunition for the Deagle out that day. I had some Freedom Munitions flat tip rounds. I do believe that's what they were called. I might have a box out that I can grab a hold of to see. Maybe. Let me go over here and look real quick. I was looking for it before I set the camera up, but I didn't really see the box. Let me see if I can find it. It might be over here in this backpack. No? That's 308. That's 45. I've got a bunch of boxes of ammo and bags back here to keep it all together. Let me look and see. Might have it over here. Nah, it's 5.56. I don't know where that ammo for the other 44 Magnum ammo stuff went to. They had a box sitting out here a little bit ago, and I can't find it now. But anyway, it was Freedom Munitions. It wasn't a lead bullet, but the tip was flat and solid. It wasn't trunnicated or a hollow point. And I compared these two on inanimate objects. And this ammo was doing far more damage than the Freedom Munitions ammunition I was using. So I noted that as a key difference in performance just on what it was doing to the target. And I do believe I shot both rounds across the pond from the bench. Now, I have the few videos of that I have not uploaded. They're still on the camera. I just haven't got to it yet. Haven't had time. But shooting across the pond with this stuff, even at a distance of about, let's just say 85 yards out of a 6-inch barrel, this shit was destroying inanimate objects and picking stuff up and throwing it and leaving massive craters in the dirt like that and streak marks. It was truly impressive. So I will be getting more of this ammunition and testing it out, because this could be, I really like this stuff, and the Deagle really seemed to shoot it really well. The ammunition, the muzzle velocity on these is 1,497 feet per second. And I think, yeah, it's got the little chart here. And this little chart actually helped me shoot my Deagle across the pond, because at 25 yards it has a drop of 0.49, and then out to 75 it's like a 2-inch drop. I'm assuming this is drop, and it might be well, it says bullet path, so yeah, in inches. And that kind of helped me figure out at the pond that, you know, the pond from the bench to the other side is like 80 yards, so it falls in here. Saying that 75 yards you need to hold negative 2.11, so you need to hold like 2 inches over the target. At least that's what I'm garnering from it. But when I read that and looked, I put the front sight, like say this is the target here, and I'm aiming at it, you know, like that. I was holding over the target about like this, and actually making shots with this across the pond. After I read that little chart, I started holding like this above where I was aiming. Just a hair, not much. I've kind of over-exaggerated it. And that really helped my aim. And boy, it ain't losing no energy at that distance, let me tell you. I've also been back to Rural King and got some more Hornady Leolution. It's 44 Magnum 225 grain flex tip bullets, and my Deagle really loved these as well, even though they're for a lever gun. I need to do my little trick to them again, because when they have this polymer tip, they will not fit in the magazine. I don't know if I showcased this the last time I had this ammo or not. See, I'll demonstrate. I might get lucky this time. If I get lucky, that'd be cool. Kind of think I won't. Yeah, first bullet's not wanting to go down. Oh, there it goes. Something else is getting in the way. Maybe if I get lucky, that'd be cool. But it bound up about the 5th round before. Yeah, about right there. It's the 5th round. Yeah, you can't put no more than 5 rounds in there. So I gotta take the sander to the flex tip to mar them down. But when I did that, they performed really well, and they were very accurate, these rounds were. I got 40 of them again. And we'll see what these do to inanimate objects as well, and how they group. Might start looking into ballistic gel and see what each round does on ballistic gel. So that's a little idea I've been kicking around in the back of my head. Okay, but I got 40 rounds of these, and I've shot these before, like I mentioned, and these grouped really damn good. This was actually some really good ammo for the Desert Eagle. So yeah, on the Desert Eagle side of things, that's pretty much it. I have got the oil that I'm going to use to start lubing this bad boy up. I'll get it out. I have it in the box over here. First is the TW25B Magnum lubricant protectant, synthetic grease, extreme performance. And on a form for the Desert Eagle, somebody mentioned that this is really good lubricant for the slide, and they use this in conjunction, what's it there, with Royal Purple Thin Film multi-purpose synthetic lubricant. And that fellow on that forum said he used both of these in combination on his Desert Eagle and never seen any more hang-ups or slide jams, or isn't sliding the way it's supposed to. So I'll try that out next time. Right before I go take this out to go shoot again, I will hit the slide rails and the bolt with both of these and see how much of a increase in performance it does for the firearm. Because as you all witnessed in the last video I did with the Deagle, when I did the first person shoot, I was starting to have a little bit of hang-ups, and that's because the slide was starting to get dirty right in here along these rails back in here, especially back here where the bolt cams had a lot of carbon right in there. Still kind of does. I cleaned it, but there's still some residue left. So yeah, and I'll hit up and around under here as well. I'll eventually get to where I do a full takedown video of the Deagle and show you guys how to disassemble one. It's kind of a trick to get the slide on and off because there's two little hooks that you have to decompress at the same time of like pulling the trigger and pulling this all back at the same time. It's kind of very intricate, and I need the instruction manual to do it. I'm sure I'll get it down over time, but it was kind of a pain in the butt. But getting the barrel off is no problem. That's actually really easy because you just flip this switch right here, you press that down and pull this forward and it just pops off. So that's actually really, really easy. And I've been looking into different barrels as well. I have a few saved on eBay. Might be a paycheck or two. Seen some gold ones as well, some gold barrels I might add to it. We'll see. But switching barrels on a Deagle is really, really easy. Now, this other matter involving the 1911, fellow commented he is having trouble installing this bushing muzzle brake, and it replaces the barrel bushing for a 1911, and it fits in there because there's little notches on the inside of the slide that it has to fit into, and then you push it back around, and while doing that you got to depress the plug for the recoil spring that holds the bushing in place, but this holds the slide in place. Where's my flashlight? I'll show it. It's still in there. Just had the flashlight. Here, let me get my M70's flashlight. I gotta turn the air on. It's getting kind of hot up here. Whew. Okay. Yeah, let me turn it down 2 notches. There we go. Alright. The M70's flashlight. Okay. Yeah, but the plug for the recoil spring, as you can see there, comes up and holds the bushing in place. And that's what keeps it on. And now, before anybody has a panic attack and dies, oh, let me get this, well, I may have showed that it was safe, but I'll let it go. But there's no bullets in there, completely empty. And as you see, the muzzle and the muzzle brake goes around the barrel comes through. Nope. Now this hammer fell forward. I've been having that little issue. Let me try it again. This is off topic, but it did this earlier. Might be a something mechanical going on. See, it slides locked to the rear, it's empty. Just watch that hammer real quick. Oh, the hammer is falling forward. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. I don't know what's causing that. That's a new issue I've just noticed. Okay, let me not press the grip safety here real quick. Let's see if I can. Nope, it falls forward. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that looked at. I don't know what's causing that. But the barrel bushing keeps the muzzle brake on. And my suggestion is, and it is kind of a pain in the butt. I forget the name of the fellow who's having the problem. I kind of took a glance at his comment, didn't really get a chance to reply. Because I actually got my computer back up and running so I could see the comments that are held. Because I still have that setting in place where it holds comments that I haven't, like for users that I haven't approved yet. I still have that in place and I haven't taken it off. And with my phone just being, you know, just having it, I unfortunately can't see comments that are held. So I was able to get my white computer back up and running, but it's since again died. But it is kind of a pain to put this on, but I suggest, like, maybe if you have somebody else that can help you, kind of, because you got to push that down, that barrel bushing down, or that spring bushing down, and then twist this over in place, and then let it come back up and click up into the spring guide, or not the spring guide, the bushing hole for the muzzle brake. And he suggested, he was thinking maybe he needs to change his spring bushing out. I didn't have to do that on mine. See, mine almost fits, it's right at the circumference of the muzzle brake. It's got a little space in there, but not much. Yeah, so I mean, if you have to change the plug out, I mean, that might help. But I didn't have to do that. But it is a pain in the butt. Almost requires 3 arms. So that's been my little update video. I will try to get more videos up. I got excited there with my computer coming back to life, but it's quick. I had it for about a week, but we've had other stuff going on up here in my neck of the woods. The criminal elements trying to make themselves known, and we had to hold down the fort, if that makes any sense. Just to put it bluntly, woke up one morning to see a fellow trying to force his way into my front door. And he gave up, but he was really tempting fate. So a lot of things have had to be installed to keep an eye on the house, if that makes. I'm leaving it as ambiguous as that. So I will catch you guys all in the next video, and hopefully I can get out and go shoot some more. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace. Oh man, camera about fell over.